So yeah, this just happened.
You're still going clear. Or what do you suggest?
Hey everybody, what's up? So yeah, sorry I'm a little late to the party on this one. I saw it drop a few days ago on Reddit, and the UFO enthusiasts lost their minds, and rightfully so, because the photo you are looking at right now, right here, this very instance is, well, it's the Calvine photo. The photo that was supposed to be classified until 2072, and what is considered by many to be the holy grail of UFO sightings.
But the grail cannot pass beyond the great seal. That is the boundary.
But here it is. We have it 50 years sooner than thought. Looking at this photo, some of us believed we would never see it. And well, while all of us were celebrating our victory for UFOlogy over at Reddit, the debunkers showed up.
They're here.
And we're like, boom. And all of us were like,
Shut up! Shut up!
and with my own minor case of pareidolia, as soon as I read these theories, well, I kinda had trouble unseeing them, and really didn't want to add to the fight, so I decided to wait and make this video until the calmer heads could prevail. But don't worry guys, I'm still a believer 100% in this photo, because it's been proven through analysis by the MOD that this photo is authentic. It's the contents of this photo that are now in question, and the theories are running rampant. Even though it felt like a big nothing burger when I first looked at it, because to me the photo isn't really the smoking gun here. What makes this photo more credible than any other thing is in its backstory. And if you don't know anything about this photo, let me go ahead and clue you in. You can go ahead and keep looking at this photo, draw your own conclusions, and also I'll be showing you some other evidence while I tell you the story behind it. And I'll also go over some of the other theories out there and let you make your own mind up as to what you believe. It all started back with Nick Pope, who had worked as a member at the British Ministry of Defence, where his job was to keep tabs on any unknown aerial phenomena and report if anything posed a threat to national security. On his first day, he noticed this photo on his wall in his brand new office. When he asked about it, he was told that this was the single best photo the department had ever obtained of a UFO. It showed a diamond-shaped object hovering in the sky over a hillside. To the right of it, a plane, believed to be a Harrier jet. The photo remained on his wall until the head of Pope's division removed it in 1994. However, with the government releasing more evidence on UAP, we were all hoping that this photo would be part of its release, but it was not. Instead, it was classified for another 50 years, raising a lot of eyebrows and suspicions about the nature of the object. Was it really a UFO, or was it some part of the United States' fabled Aurora program? A theory the United States Air Force denies till this day. Pope also said the story behind the photo was that two co-workers decided to go for a hike. While hiking up a hill near Calvine, they saw the diamond-shaped craft, described as 100-foot long, hovering for at least 10 minutes. During this time, a military jet, some believed to be a Harrier, swooped in, circling the object, eventually returning back to their original flight pattern without engaging the craft. The two co-workers who were scared hid in some bushes, only peering out time to time, capturing 6 photographs, one of them of course that you see right here, before it eventually shot straight up into the sky at an immense speed, disappearing. The co-workers in turn took the negatives to a newspaper, who turned them over to the UK's Ministry of Defence. In a weirder turn, the two men were never heard from again, never coming out. Whether they were threatened by the government or just really had no interest in this, no one really knows. And that's all we really know, which is why this one is so unique. Most people would be doing this looking for fame or some kind of monetary gain, but these two just fell off the radar. And the story was never published by that newspaper. A lot of fishiness revolves around this picture, which is why this picture, real or not, whatever you believe, is so important. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the actual photo that we see here. As you can see, the hillside Nick Pope spoke of isn't here. Whether he forgot about that over time, I'm not really sure. What it looks like is clouds or the sky. The craft is obviously diamond shaped and appears to be very large, described, like I said earlier, as 100 feet by the witness. It has all the properties of being the real deal. The planes in the background, the shadowing of the object with the top or the sun side brighter than the bottom half. We even have a fence and a bit of brush over here, or a tree, most likely that the two hid in the corner of the photo, helping give some perspective. At my first glance, it looks pretty legit, but I have to say I was a little disappointed. The build up to this photo was so tremendous. I was really expecting the smoking gun, and after seeing the photo, my first thought was, this could be misconstrued as many different things. And I knew right then the debunkers were going to fly in with their optical illusions and try to explain it every which way possible. Which I have to say is not a bad thing. But what I want to do here is take a deeper dive into the photo and talk about the two most popular debunking theories and why I've come to the conclusion neither one fits the narrative. So first theory here is that it's just a reflection of an island in a lake, which at first glance, hey, I get it. I actually kind of saw it too. But the question needs to be asked, if this is a reflection in a lake, why is the photo all one color? You can see where the craft is actually darker on the bottom underneath. If that's a reflection, there would be a color variation between the water and the sky. Plus the fence and the tree over here would be distorted. But to debunk this theory, we only need to really talk about one thing, and that's there's no body of water anywhere near the area that this photo was taken. And the puddle theory just is bunk to me. The reflection just would not be this clear in a muddy puddle. The other theory that's revolving around this enlists a background mountaintop as the culprit for this UFO, which at first sight had me again wondering. But if you look further, you can see again the fence just doesn't line up with this photo. By what I see here, it was actually taken in this direction. Plus, if you look at the plane, which is now, by this theory, actually in front of the mountain, if it is an illusion created by the mountaintop and the low clouds, this plane, where it's shown, would be inside the clouds and no longer visible in the photo. Bringing me to one more theory, that it was the secret United States Aurora program, which the United States adamantly said was not theirs. So much like one of Pope's superiors once told him, if it's not the US or Russia, that only leaves one thing. Plus, if this photo was a fake, why all the secrecy behind it? Why was it removed from Pope's wall? Why keep it classified for 100 years when the men that actually took the picture have now disappeared? So does this photo really show a UFO or something else? The evidence is out there. It's just up for you to believe it or not. So what do you believe? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to leave me a like and hit that subscribe button for more interstellar happenings.